Good morning, wet shavers, coffee lovers, and podcast listeners everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. It's time for another second cup. So grab a cup of coffee, kick back, relax, put in those earbuds, adjust that speaker volume, and let's talk some wet shaving and a few other things in podcast form. What is Second Cup? Well, Second Cup is a podcast that will give you some additional information that didn't make the Monday morning mailbag deadline. This might be something that is time sensitive. For instance, a sale that could be ending before the next Monday morning mailbag airs, or a piece of late breaking information that viewers have passed along that is equally time sensitive, or something else regarding the wet shaving world that needs to be broadcast in a timely fashion. And we'll also have some time to chit chat and discuss some other things like coffee, movies, streaming shows, books, that sort of thing. So thanks for tuning in to Second Cup. And I hope you subscribe to the podcast, where you can also find episodes of the Monday Morning Mailbag in podcast form. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. Thanks for joining me. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the November 25th, 2024 episode of Second Cup. Great to be with you this morning. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. Of course, this Thursday here in the United States, it's Thanksgiving Day, and the next day, Friday, is Black Friday, kicking off the holiday shopping season, the Christmas shopping season. And we've got a couple of things to mention about that on today's episode here. Some late breaking items that came in after the Monday morning mailbag deadline, which is why we created Second Cup, so we can kind of mention those at the last minute in an audio podcast. Great to be with you. My coffee this morning is a Franken coffee again, and I'm kind of keeping with, I guess, the monster theme. I'm using my alien space mug, my Phoenix Shaving alien space mug. You might have seen this one. It's a green coffee mug with large black alien eyes. And my coffee, again, is a mixture. It's from Halloween, that Franken coffee with a little something extra added. It's the 8 o'clock coffee, 8 o'clock coffee pumpkin spice, and some a little bit of leftover Trader Joe's Joe coffee, and I added right here the Magnolia Press pecan coffee that we talked about this morning. I added that, and I got a really nice festive pumpkin pecan basic kind of coffee going here. Hang on, one more sip. Yeah, that is really, really very, very good, and we're using the alien space mug because we're going to talk about an item here on today's show, kind of related to the alien space mug. We'll fill you in on all that, and just want to kind of chat with you a little bit here before we get the show underway. Because as the colder weather starts to set in, we kind of gravitate towards these really nice comfort foods, the chilies and, the stroganoffs. And I like to make a big pot of spaghetti and meatballs in my Ninja Foodie. You've probably seen me review that on the channel. Check out that review. If you're looking for a Christmas gift this year, boy, those are wonderful. I mean, it's just a one pot pressure cooker plus air fryer. It is marvelous. I use it all the time. And again, one of my favorite meals to prepare in that is spaghetti and meatballs, because you just dump in everything. You dump in the tomato sauce, you dump in some beef broth, you dump in your frozen meatballs, you put in your pasta. I mean, just put your pasta in, you lock down the pressure cooker lid, and then then you just set it for, I think I set it for like 6 or 7 minutes. And then you just hit the start button and walk away. And then it comes up to pressure, it cooks, and then the timer starts to count down as it's pressure cooking. And then all of a sudden it's done. And when you open it up, you got perfectly cooked spaghetti and meatballs. It's marvelous. I did that in the review. If you're interested in seeing that, check that out. I'll link it below in the description so you can see that again. But the one thing I wanted to talk about in the way of comfort foods is chili. And my brother Tom mentioned this to me. Now, we have the Giant Eagle chain of grocery stores here in Northeast Ohio. They're based in Pittsburgh. So if you're in Pittsburgh, if you're in the greater Cleveland area, or anywhere else in Northeast Ohio, you'll be able to get to Giant Eagle and get this product that I'm talking about here. You might be able to find it in your local grocery store as well. It is a can of Wendy's chili. Yeah, do you like Wendy's chili? I love Wendy's chili. And I went there probably about a month ago. And all I wanted was a single with bacon and cheese, lettuce, mustard ketchup, some onion, and some large fries, and a nice big cup of chili. And they were out of chili, and I was so, you know how you're looking forward to something for dinner, and then you go to that restaurant or you go to the grocery store to pick it up and they don't have it. Oh yeah, that's how I felt. Well, my brother told me that Giant Eagle sells Wendy's chili. I got a can of it right here, and they sell it in two versions. They sell it, this one here has no beans if you don't want beans, and this one here has beans, and this is really good. Now, I had it the other day. It was really good. Just open the can, dump it in, and what I like to do is I get a frozen quarter pounder hamburger, and I thaw that out, and then I chop that up into little ground beef pieces, and then I fry that up in a cast iron skillet and drain it off, and then I add that extra meat to this can of chili, Wendy's chili, and it is really, really good. So you have the option of buying it with beans or without beans. It is identical to what they sell in the restaurant, and it's the perfect comfort food for these cold weather months that are coming up. One other item that Giant Eagle sells, it's their brand of Giant Eagle Chili Starter. This is really, really good. You get a pound of ground beef. Of course, you go ahead and you put that in an cast iron skillet or a skillet of your choice, and you fry that up, you drain it off, you put it into a pot. Then you add this can of chili starter, and then you add a can of kidney beans, liquid and everything, and you dump that in, and you just heat that up. And the directions are on the can on how to make it. Again, cook ground beef or turkey in a 2-quart saucepan over medium-high heat until crumbled and no longer pink. Drain, stir in chili starter sauce and beans. Bring to a boil, reduce heat, and simmer 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. And boy, it is really, really good. And again, it says someplace here, it says here, kidney beans undrained. So you want to put that in undrained, and it is absolutely terrific. What I like to do is I like to add a little bit of beef broth to clean out the can, get all that chili starter goodness out of there. So I kind of mix that in with the can, and then I dump that in a little bit. And then I will sometimes add a little bit of tomato sauce, a little bit, maybe a little more beef, maybe a little more beef broth, that kind of thing, and I kind of put it all together. It is really, really terrific. Very, very good. So Giant Eagle Chili Starter is definitely a good one. But if you're looking for a chili that you're familiar with, Wendy's chili in the can at the Giant Eagle grocery stores. Now, if you're looking for it at your local grocery stores, this is distributed by Conagra Brands. So if you go to their website, www.conagrabrands.com, just as it sounds, I'm sure that they'll have information regarding the Wendy's chili in a can, and it is very, very good. So just a little comfort food talk before we get the show started. And again, it's getting colder, and we start gravitating towards those really, really good comfort foods on those cold days. You get a fire going in the fireplace. You turn the heat up a little bit, and you get on some nice slippers and turn the game on, and have a nice bowl of chili or some spaghetti meatballs or beef stroganoff or anything in a slow cooker, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Plus a good cup of coffee, whether it's a Franken coffee like I made today or one of your favorites. And of course, we can kick the day off with a terrific, terrific wet shave, right? Just that really starts the day off. You get that great shave going in the morning, And then, like on a Sunday, you get that great shave going in the morning. And then later on, you have that great comfort food. You turn on the game, and gosh, everything is right with the world. Well, hey, thanks very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. We'll get the show underway in just a moment. But first, let's pay a few bills. Well, when we started the show this morning, I mentioned that I'm using my Alien Space Mug from Phoenix Shaving, and this space mug came with Cosmic Cookies shaving soap inside of it. And man, was that great. I absolutely love that. Now, Cosmic Cookies hasn't hit Phoenix Shaving yet. I don't know if it's going to be released this year or not, but they released another Christmas favorite that I absolutely love that reminds me of Cosmic Cookies in kind of its own way. This one is terrific, Space Nog. And as they write in their email alert that went out, time for a little holiday kickoff. The return of a Phoenix holiday classic, Space Nog. Well, folks, I hate to do this to you again, but it's time to start rolling out our holiday awesomeness. Who better to drop in next than Space Nog? Since we first introduced this festive twist on Bay Rum, Space Nog has become a much anticipated Christmas classic. I agree. I absolutely love it. I have it right here, and I happen to have, oh, that's marvelous. I'm a Bay Rum fan, and this is a nice twist on Bay Rum. I have the shave soap. I also have the, I don't know if you can hear that. There you go. Yeah, I have the aftershave and cologne, and I also have right here the Star Jelly Aftershave Balm. Boy, it is marvelous, and I'm so glad that I got the email alert to remind me that I have it on my shelf. It's time to start using it again. Here's the scent profile. Brown sugar, nutmeg, vanilla, light cinnamon, West Indian bay, tonka bean, benzoin resin, and spiced rum. My gosh, it is fantastic. Again, as they write here, meet Space Nog, a most epic holiday offering. An offering so friggin' epic, I get PMs and emails about it all year round. I kid you not. And of course, they have a full Space Nog collection of aftershave cologne, Splash, premium CK6 artisan shave soap, Star Jelly aftershave balm, mentholated and menthol-free deodorant, EDP, solid cologne, argan body soap, shampoo, conditioner, puck, beard balm, pre-shave oil. Oh my gosh, vent scents for the car. Yeah, that's a great, perfect. Hey, as they write here, I was going to say that's a great stocking stuffer. And as I'm saying that, I read here, a car air freshener and perfect stocking stuffer. Yeah, absolutely. So this is a really, really terrific scent. And I love it. If you're a Bay Rum fan and you love this time of year, Christmas holiday season, then Space Nog is the one for you. And they break down on their product page the different scent notes that are in there, the ingredients and that sort of thing, the vanilla hydrosol and what it does. And yeah, all kinds of great information there. But it really is a terrific holiday classic. And I've got some right here. Oh, love that scent. And it's absolutely fantastic. Love the CK6 performance and love this scent because it's got that twist on Bay Rum. It's got that vanilla in it. It really is terrific. I like it a lot. Plus the art is very unique. And yeah, definitely a holiday classic. So I think last week we talked about Kane being re-released and now Space Nog. And let's see what the next week or two brings. Maybe it'll be Cosmic Cookies. Maybe it'll be something else that Douglas has in store. Yeah, so it's available right now on the Phoenix website. Space Nog will have links below. Well, if you missed it the first time around, it's back. I'm talking about Phoenix Shaving's The Artifact commemorative 10th anniversary safety razor. Bakelite, brass, and 24 karat gold. Boy, this is an absolutely beautiful razor. It's only $49.95. We reviewed it on the channel. It came in an absolutely beautiful case. Everything was commemorative about it. They're celebrating 10 years of being in business over there at Phoenix Shaving. And as they write on the product page, I'm just unzipping mine right here. The razor comes in this beautiful zip case. Can you hear that? I'm just unzipping that, kind of get ready to look at it while I'm reading their copy here on the product page. 10 years of business, a milestone, I am told. And if that be true, let us erect one then. But rather than a piece of cold granite and an iron plaque, how about a razor? A razor made of Bakelite, my favorite material, as you know. And let's make it an homage to something different, something classy, and something, most importantly, mysterious. Gents and ladies, allow me to introduce you to the Artifact. Now, as you read about this razor, it's based on a razor that's almost 100 years old. And Douglas gives the history of it. And the razor that it's based on had reservoirs in the base plate, as he writes here. And what did the strange reservoirs on the inside of the bottom cap mean? How curious. Well, anyhow, he goes through the history of how they developed this razor for the 10th anniversary of Phoenix Shaving. And it turns out it was called, brace yourself, this is the original razor. The original razor was called, brace yourself, the Evermoist. Okay, no, it was not okay. Why on earth would they ever use that name? Not the most glamorous choice. I begin to read a little bit more of the fragments I was provided then, now armed with a name, looked up the patent. You see, much in the same spirit or concept of the dock, it was a self-lubricating razor. How about that? So that's what this razor has. It has a self-lubricating feature in it. That's what the Artifact is based on, this vintage, the Evermoist razor. The Artifact is based on the Evermoist. And when you hold the Artifact in your hand, which I've got it right here, it's got this beautiful brass cap. It's got a Bakelite base plate and a Bakelite handle. And it has these little holes in there. I'm just undoing it here. It has these little holes and channels in the base plate. And it is an open comb. And Douglas was curious why the original Evermoist razor was designed like that. Well, that's self-lubricating. Those somehow the lather and the water get into that razor and gives you a little extra lubrication as you're shaving. But it really is a terrific razor. It comes in a beautiful, beautiful case, a zippered case, as you heard. It comes with 15 Phoenix shaving razor blades. It's just a beautiful presentation. Mine originally came with a certificate of authenticity celebrating 10 years of Epic. Right there, that's what that is. Also came with an Artifact sticker here, also artwork. And also looks like it came with, oh yeah, this is really nice here. This is a nice, beautiful polishing cloth. Man, is that good looking? Wow. Yeah. Phoenix, a decade of difference. Phoenix Shaving, a decade of difference. This is really nice. A beautiful, beautiful polishing cloth. So all of that came in the Artifact case, and it is just a beautiful presentation. So if you're looking for a gift for the wet shaver in your life, check out the Artifact razor based on the Evermoist, an homage to the Evermoist razor. But if you get up to the product page, and we'll link it below, you'll get all the history on this. A little too involved to mention to you now during the podcast. We could go on for a good hour based on what's written here. I just want to give you the highlights that, yeah, it comes in a beautiful sleeve as well. Boy, that's terrific. I just wanted to give you the highlights of it. The Artifact is an homage to the Evermoist. And the whole point of the product page copy and text is to give you the background and the journey that ensued in trying to find out what this razor was called, and Doug and Fran making a decision to do their 10th anniversary commemorative razor as an homage to the Evermoist. Really, it really is a terrific razor. We reviewed it on the channel. And Douglas explains how the Artifact works, how this self-lubricating feature works based on the Evermoist razor that it's an homage to. And it was a bit of a puzzle, actually, and I'll paraphrase because he thought that the channels that were built into the base plate, along with a couple of holes that were drilled through the base plate, he thought that if you filled up those channels with, say, cold water, his tests were cold water, and then attached the cap and the blade and screwed everything together, the water would be contained then in the base plate and then spill out over the open combs of the base plate. And he did a test, and sure enough, it worked that way. But it seems that the design with those two little holes in the bottom of the base plate, when you would dunk your razor back into the sink to rinse off the lather, those holes would fill up those channels, and you would have the extra water then contained in those channels of the base plate, and they would spill out over the open comb, and that's how you would get your extra lubrication. At least that's how it looks to be. Now, I'll leave it to you as to whether or not that works for you that way. When I reviewed the razor, I just used it as any other razor. The self-lubricating razors, whether it be a Dock razor, the Ascension razors, or the Artifact, I use it as a regular DE razor, and if that self-lubricating feature is there, all the better, but I don't go out of my way to do a lot of extra buffing with any of these self-lubricating razors. I just use them as I would any other DE razor, and I think that self-lubricating feature is there and gives me just that little added self-lubrication to do a little bit of buffing here and there, but not overly so. I don't go wild with it, that sort of thing. But the Artifact commemorative 10th anniversary safety razor is terrific. Now, it is available for $49.95 on the Phoenix Shaving website. You are not getting the commemorative case that I have here, the zippered case. You're getting it in a nice tray with Phoenix Shaving blades and the handle, the cap, the base plate, that sort of thing. And it's a nice presentation. It makes a nice gift. And unfortunately, they don't have the commemorative case that I have here, but they do have a nice tray sleeve presentation that will make it a very, very nice Christmas gift. So I just wanted to make you aware of that. I just happened to be holding the one that I have when it was first released. So the razor is back. It's in another presentation case, and it is really very, very nice. And as they note here, each bottom cap is unique tortoiseshell Bakelite design. So as they point out here, no two artifacts are the same. Each contains a unique creamy tortoiseshell Bakelite bottom cap. And they show the photos there, and they show a variety of these Bakelite caps and how they may vary in color. But just a terrific, terrific, terrific razor. I'm going to have to shave with it again for the holiday season now that I see that it's available again. The Artifact commemorative 10th anniversary safety razor, Bakelite, brass, and 24 karat gold. It is epic. It is awesome. It is self-lubricating. Give it a try yourself. Read the entire text and journey that Doug and Fran lay out on the product page for the Artifact razor, and you will be amazed at what they went through to bring this razor to the wet shaving world. It really is an epic journey, and bravo to both of them. So once again, it's back. The Artifact commemorative 10th anniversary safety razor, Bakelite brass, 24 karat gold, in a very, very nice presentation case with some Phoenix Shaving razor blades. We'll have links below. Now, I want to remind you once more, Phoenix Shaving's Advent Calendar is coming this Black Friday. It's a Black Friday tradition. It's coming soon. So if you want one of these Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendars, it's available this Black Friday. So make a note of it. Set your alarm. Get your own email alert going, your own text alert going, whatever you have to do to remind yourself that the Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendar will be for sale on Black Friday. And once they're gone, they're gone. I don't know how long that sale goes. If it starts on Black Friday and wraps up on Cyber Monday, I'm not entirely sure, but they sell very, very quickly. So if you are looking forward to the Advent calendar this year and you missed it last year, make a note of it. It's available on Black Friday. As they say here in their email alert, a Black Friday tradition coming soon. Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendar. We did the 12 Shaves of Christmas last year with the Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendar. I had a lot of fun with it. It was absolutely great. We had some previews of shaving soaps and splashes that were going to be released sometime in 2024. And true to their word, they released them. North meets East was definitely a favorite from the Advent calendar in 2023. And they also had some fun releases in the Advent calendar that were something that they brought back that had been a popular shaving soap scent in years past, and they put that in the Advent calendar with really no intention of releasing it in 2024. They just wanted to say, hey, this was a popular one back in 2017 or 2016. And it was great to have that. And they also had some other very, very unique kind of quirky scents that were a lot of fun. So if you missed the 12 Shaves of Christmas from 2023, we'll link them below where you can get the playlist on my channel and go through all of them. Days 1 through 12, a lot of fun. And we're doing it again this year. Doug and Fran very, very kindly and generously have sent the Advent calendar to the channel. I have not yet received it. It's still on its way, so hopefully when it gets here, I'm gonna open it up with all of you, and we're gonna go through the 12 Shades of Christmas one at a time, shoot video and get a shave done with them, and explain what's inside. So if you want to follow along with the 12 Shades of Christmas with me this year, get an Advent calendar. They'll be available on Black Friday. This Black Friday, it's a Black Friday tradition, the Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendar. We'll have a link to Phoenix Shaving below where you can get up there and keep reminding yourself to get up there first thing, Black Friday morning when they go on sale so you can get one before they're sold out. All right. Again, the Phoenix Shaving Advent Calendar available this Black Friday, a Black Friday tradition coming soon. Well, if you tuned into this morning's Monday morning mailbag, you happened to see in the questions and comments section, we talked about open comb razors. And one razor I held up and talked about was the Mula R41. Now, after the Monday morning mailbag was completed, I got this terrific email from viewer Tim Whitcup who said, Mark, this is a good deal, and he included a link. When you click on the link, you go right to Amazon.com where they have the Mula traditional R41 double-edged safety razor open comb for men on sale for $39, 19% off. It's a regular price of $48. It's now marked down to $39 just in time for holiday gift giving. Wow, that's a great price. And of course, this is the chrome version that I'm looking at. Similar, exactly like actually the one I held up on camera this morning on the Monday morning mailbag. A really, really good price on a Mula R41 open comb double-edged safety razor. They also have it available in some other finishes, but not at that sale price. It's the chrome version that is on sale for $39. That's 19% off the regular price of $48. That is a really, really good deal. That's terrific. It's a wonderful razor. It's marvelous. Probably one of the more aggressive razors out there. At least a lot of wet shavers describe it as being aggressive, but it's very, very smooth. What they say here is perfect for everyday use. Barbershop quality, close, smooth shave. I can agree with that. However, When I use the R41, I'm a little more aware of it. Let me put it to you that way. I'm going to have to use it again because it's not a razor that I have in my daily rotation. I don't think I could use this razor 2 days in a row. I think it would be perfect for 2 days worth of growth and I would get an absolutely outstanding shave. But I think since I first used and reviewed the R41, I think my technique has improved. I think my understanding of how to create a lather has improved. My pre-shave prep routine has improved. I think all of that experience that I have had with the traditional wet shave has improved, and I've learned quite a bit. So now, with this next go around of the Mula R41, I think my results will be less trepidatious. Let's say it'll be a more friendly use of the razor. I think that's what I'm looking at because I just have gained some experience, and I think that's true with anything that you do over time. The more experience you gain, the better your technique becomes, and the better the result. So I think I'm going to use the R41 again with 1 day's worth of beard growth and see what kind of result we get. And I'll kind of file that away and report on that in an upcoming Monday morning mailbag or second cup. But my thanks to viewer Tim Whitcup for sending along a marvelous, marvelous deal here. The Mula Traditional R41 Double-Edged Safety Razor Open Comb for Men. Perfect for everyday use, barbershop quality, close, smooth shave. That's what they say here on the Amazon page. Priced at $39, 19% off the regular price of $48. We will definitely have a link below. This is a great razor for the wet shaver in your life, especially if they have a beard that is more demanding and they're looking for something to give them a very, very close shave. This is one to look at a great price, perfect for a Christmas gift this year. Check it out. Again, we'll have the link below. Thanks again, Tim. Really do appreciate it. I received this email alert from Blackland Razors. Blackland Friday, 1 week warning. This Blackland Friday has been our busiest month ever, but there's still plenty of time left. You have 1 more week to save 25% off the entire Blackbird and Osprey platforms. And when you click on the link and go to their page, you'll see that they have the Osprey is 25% off. The Vector and Vector TI are 25% off. The Blackbird, Blackbird Lite, and Blackbird TI are 25% off. And again, all month long, towels and shirts are 25% off. So again, these are based on a series of dates here. The Vector and Vector TI were from November 1st to November 14th. So that has lapsed, but you still have a chance to get a Blackbird, Blackbird Lite, or Blackbird TI until the 30th. Wow, how about that? And of course, all month long, towels and shirts, 25% off. So check it out. Blackland has a big Blackland Friday sale going on all month long. They're in their final week. So if you're interested in getting a Blackland razor, this is the final week to do so, whereby you can save 25%. We'll have a link to their page below. Now, do you remember the Zamchi Blue Double Edge Safety Razor that we reviewed recently and talked about on the Monday Morning Mailbag? Well, it's on sale right now. It's a Black Friday deal available on Amazon.com. The regular price is $22.99. You can pick it up for $18.39. So you might want to check out the review. I found it to be a very good, efficient razor. Upper mild, approaching the lower mid aggression spectrum, so to speak, as far as a shave. So if you have a little more of a demanding beard, you'll get a nice, mild, yet highly efficient shave with this razor. And it has a beautiful blue plating on it. Nice weight, and all in all, a very, very good razor that comes with Zamchi platinum-coated razor blades. So again, it's on sale for $18.39, a Black Friday deal at Amazon.com. We'll have a link below. Now, before I get out of here, I'm going to talk about a movie that I'm watching. I'm currently watching this movie, and I learned about it by watching a CBS Sunday morning segment on YouTube. and they were interviewing Martin Scorsese, the director, and he was talking about film restoration. And one of the films that was restored is the one I'm currently watching. It's called The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. And the restorative process is amazing. This film looks like it was made today. And it really is terrific. It's a Technicolor picture. Well, here, this is what Wikipedia has to say about it. The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp is a 1943 British romantic war film written, produced, and directed by the British filmmaking team of Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger. It stars Roger Livesey, Deborah Kerr, and Anton Walbrook. The title derives from the satirical Colonel Blimp comic strip by David Lowe, but the story is original. Although the film is strongly pro-British, it is a satire on the British Army, especially its leadership. It suggests that Britain faced the option of following tradition notions of honorable warfare or to fight dirty in the face of such an evil enemy as Nazi Germany. One film critic described it as England's greatest film ever, and it is renowned for its sophistication and directorial brilliance, as well as for its script, the performances of its large cast, and for its pioneering Technicolor cinematography. It really is amazing to look at, because if you're a film buff, you'll notice some marvelous moving and tracking shots of motorcycles and automobiles and trucks on roads that, wow, how did they do that with a Technicolor camera back in the day? Because those Technicolor cameras were very, very large, and they were able to capture these sequences, which was pretty darn amazing. And the restoration of this film is beautiful. I'm currently watching it on Pluto TV, the free streaming platform. So there are ads here and there, but they definitely have the restored copy, and that's what you want to watch. It's available on YouTube, but the resolution of that particular print is not very good. I recommend getting up to Pluto TV or a similar free streaming service that has this motion picture and watch it there. It really is amazing. And you get to see a 22-year-old Deborah Kerr in one of her very, very fine performances. Now, about the restoration of this movie, Wikipedia notes this, that in 1983, the original cut was restored as a re-release, much to Emmerich Pressburger's delight. Pressburger, as affirmed by his grandson Kevin McDonald on a Carlton Region 2 DVD featurette, considered Blimp the best of his and Powell's works. Nearly 30 years later, The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp underwent another restoration similar to that performed on The Red Shoes. The fundraising was spearheaded by Martin Scorsese and Thelma Schoonmaker, Scorsese's longtime editor and Michael Powell's widow. Restoration work was completed by the Academy Film Archive in association with the BFI ITV Studios Global Entertainment Limited and the Film Foundation, with funding provided by the Material World Charitable Foundation, the Louis B. Mayer Foundation, Cinema per Roma Foundation, and the Film Foundation. So they really did an amazing, amazing job. And of course, the point of the story on CBS Sunday Morning was Martin Scorsese talking about how he, George Lucas, and Steven Spielberg got together to start saving and preserving a lot of these films from the 30s, 40s, 50s into the 60s, and yes, the 70s and 80s, because the materials that they use in filmmaking, the actual film strip themselves, will break down over time. Now, I think Jimmy V Photography, being a professional photographer, well, actually, I know Jimmy V Photography knows all of this, and I'm very interested to hear his comments on it because he understands photography and film and that sort of thing. And he has run the gamut going from the analog age of photography into the digital age. So he knows exactly what it involves in restoring films and negatives and that sort of thing. As a matter of fact, as an aside, my understanding is the most well-preserved and guarded film negative in the world is a particular movie much loved around the world. I'll give you that answer as we wrap up But think about that. This is what I was told. I think this is the correct answer, but see if you have a guess regarding that. Anyhow, I'm currently watching The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. And as he is captured, then, they fall into this bathing pool, and then a flashback starts, and you see a young colonel. You see this young lead character, this army officer, Candy, and his life from about 1902, and it moves forward. And really, it really is terrific filmmaking. I mean, for the day, they really pull off a lot of really, really neat photographic shots. So it might be worth a look just to see the history of this film and to see how it was made. The Technicolor is beautiful. They did a beautiful job in restoring it. And from that standpoint, it's very enjoyable. But it is rather, I don't want to say it's slow moving, but it moves along at its own pace, but it's a little different from what you might be used to here in 2024. Let me put it to you that way. But I'm enjoying it so far, and I think if you're a film buff, you want to watch this movie. Again, once more, The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp from 1943, starring Roger Livesey, Anton Walbrook, and Deborah Carr. Check it out. It's available on Pluto TV, free streaming platform, and some others, but you definitely want to watch the fully restored version in all its Technicolor glory. It really is an amazing sight to see. Now, I didn't forget, I'm going to give you the answer. The most guarded, the most well-preserved film negative in the world is The Wizard of Oz. Did you get it right? Yeah, that's my understanding. The Wizard of Oz is the most guarded, most well-preserved film negative in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I was told one time. And that wraps up another Second Cup. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. I sure hope you enjoyed today's show. If you did, please share, please subscribe, and pass it along to a fellow wet shaver or friend. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed to today's show, and I mean this sincerely. Without you, this microphone would be silent. If Second Cup or the Monday Morning Mailbag aren't showing up in your regular podcast feed, please drop me a line at mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and we'll try to get it all sorted out. So again, thank you all very much. I look forward to getting together with you again on these podcast airwaves. Until then, enjoy the day, enjoy your shave, and enjoy that second cup.